two 1-2 teams, each hoping to get back to 500, and we're underway in Week 4.
And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
That one, a first down pickup of 8. The Chargers at 1-2 through the first 3 weeks of the season. And they got off to the good start, but then 2 straight losses since.
And now you start to wonder about what this does for a team's morale, how it affects their psyche, because let's face it, you work all summer pointing toward that opening game, you get the win, but then you don't carry it on from there. How will they bounce back from these losses and try and get right?
Hey, Ray.
He's crashing. He's checking crash. Kill. Hey, turn it up.
Slot man moves right.
Herbert jet sweep as he taps it forward. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. It's a gain of 11 and a first down L.A. Just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play.
So he stopped for no gain, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
But you look at this Bronco defense.
We know they're going to be tough to throw on. Top 3 in the NFL defending the pass.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB.
Herbert has it knocked free.
It's picked up by the Broncos. The big fella.
He's to the 15.
And this is going to be brought back for a Denver touchdown. And Charles, look at the big fella. What a rumble that was. Not only to scoop it, but then take it the rest of the way for the touchdown.
And now you know they're going to have to hear about it from now on. The defensive backs, he's going to want to run with them, do their drills, the whole deal. He thinks he's the pace setter now.
It doesn't matter what happens in practice this week. He's smiling. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score.
And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going.
Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Back to throw here, Herbert.
Finds Johnston. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
Third and 4. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete.
That certainly looks like nothing to show now from these first 2 possessions. And guess what? When you're on a losing streak, that can lead to a full sense of, here we go again. So on the sidelines, the offensive play callers, quarterback, they've got to get together and dial something up to start their next drive. Otherwise, it could be a long game.
On is the Chargers punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. This is fielded at the 27. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And the Broncos take over, first down and 10. Good starting position for the Broncos here as they come up first and 10 at their 38. They begin the drive with Williams. And he'll run straight into a wall of tacklers at the line of scrimmage. It's second down. Delayed give there out of the gun. Defense was ready.
And I'm not a big fan of a draw play out of the shotgun formation because the quarterback's not having much action where he's getting away from the line of scrimmage. He's catching the football, making a little head fake, and then handing it off. You should be able to read it as they did there.
Check 31, check 31.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. That's complete to Williams out of the backfield. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay gain.
To throw, it's Allen. Looking deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Jefferson has his first catch. He also has a first down.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Check, 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 check.
And now here's a carry heading left. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field of the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
Ball on the 39. Here's second down and 1.
Hey, Ram.
One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
2 first downs have them up to the 41 now for 1st and 10.
Check 52. Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up. Check.
And he'll be taken down at about the 45.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Now a 2nd and 6.
Not today, you are. Not today. Tighten up.
Hey, easy. We'll go orange. Mustang 19.
Justin Herbert looking to pass.
They can't hang with us.
And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. You look at this Bronco defense. Now, they're going to be tough to throw on, no doubt. Currently ranked 3rd in the NFL against the pass.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
Let's go.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
And that's exactly what defenses talk about. You've got to find ways to get off the field when you can, especially on 3rd down. And 3rd down defense going to be vital in this game. Able to knock that one away and force a 4th down.
On is the Chargers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. They'll call that a 33-yard punt with no return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And he'll take this one up to about the 23. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Check.
319.
Check 53.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Broncos football as we begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 2nd and 4 coming up.
Middle. Half.
Now Allen. He's going to air one out. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Here's Allen to throw it. He's got his tight end. It's Albert Okwuegbunam. And he will have a Broncos 1st down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a 1st down.
1st down, and they're going to throw with Allen. He'll let this go deep for Sutton, and that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Check, 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 check. Check, check, check. Let's go.
On 2nd down, Williams. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
What do they have for this? 3rd and 11.
Check curls, check curls, check curls. Slam, slam.
Allen now looks to throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
1 1st down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
So on 4th down, on is the punter, Ryan Wright. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. This is taken at the 23. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. It's a 45-yard punt, then 8 on the return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. And he's able to bring down enough that he could only manage getting back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say, those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
56 to Mike. 56.
Here's Herbert. Over the middle, complete. It's Johnston. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
And down to the 44, 5 yards that time. From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings us
They'll keep it on the ground. Gaffney. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Jefferson going to go in motion right. They'll get it forward to him on the touch pass. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
Now, they did get a little gain on this play, but all in all, a nice job defensively against the touch pass. They were able to string it out towards the sideline and never let him get the corner and turn it upfield for a bigger chunk of yardage.
2nd and 5. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd.
A lot depended on the spot there, and he got it, but it wasn't by much, was it? I remember Coach Madden talking about, depending on which foot the official used, that would tell you whether you had the first down or not. You want that upfield foot to be the one that spots the ball, don't you?
And you and I have the luxury of a couple extra views here in the booth, and he did get it, but not by much. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. He couldn't get rid of it. He winds up losing a yard. It's 2nd down.
So if we recount real quick, he had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
After the sack, here's 2nd and 11. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. 50 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. He showed his shiftiness and his explosion to take him all the way down near the goal line.
Love that description, and it creates momentum. Maybe you hand it to him again since he's got it going, or do you fake it to him and throw it to a teammate? Right now, the options are wide open.
A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal.
Switch. Check 3. Slam.
They'll try to run this one in. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
All of a sudden, those lanes that were there earlier in the drive dry up near the goal line. That's a good job defensively to diagnose the run and stop it for a very short pickup.
Second and goal from the 1.
Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, D. Deuce. Kill.
A run now with a tight end Fant. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. Calling a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
A lot can go wrong when you call a play like this down in the red zone, but that's where you appreciate this from your head coach. He's not afraid to trust his guys to do the right thing, and as a player, that means an awful lot.
The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half.
Third down and goal. This Denver defense trying to hold up for one more play. They'll try to run this one in. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. A great effort there. His third rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chargers are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Brandon Staley telling his troops to stay out there and go for two.
Watch twist. Watch twist.
Hey, check 24. Watch.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right.
Check safety. Check safety.
Hey, check 24. Check 24.
They're going to keep it on the ground. And he'll get in. And they take an 8-7 lead. Well, they got down 7-zip. They said, we'll go for two, one up you, and they take the lead.
How about that for a little risk-reward, right? If you don't get it, you're only down a point. Let's go ahead and make a statement in this ball game, and that's exactly what they did.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get three, and take some momentum into the locker room. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2.
First down, Broncos.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10.
Again, let's hurry you up. 56, 56.
Check. 53's Mike. Check. 53's Mike.
Here's Allen. He's going to go for a big play downfield. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
All day. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Alert!
Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53.
To the air, Allen. He's going to let it go again. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion.
They gave it a shot with a deep pass, but it wasn't going to work there. And now there's less time for them to try and get 3 before the half. Let's see what they dial up on this next snap.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
You better bring it. I'm letting you know right now. Gun.
Mike 55. Mike 55. 3 buzz. Mike 55. Mike 55.
All right.
Here we go. Let's go, D. Let's go.
Allen going to throw. He's got his running back out of the backfield. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on 3rd down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a 1st down.
Eddie!
Mike, bye.
I don't even know why this team showed up. Regular.
All you get is a headache.
Mike 55, go!
Throwing on first down is Allen. He's going to wind up and air it out. Oh, and that is incomplete.
We've always got to remember that once the ball's in the air, the defender has every right to go after it that a receiver does. And that was a battle for positioning on that play. And in the end, he's able to force the incomplete pass.
So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
Let's go, defense. Hey, who we got?
Middle.
He's tired of you. He's tired of us.
Mike, 55. Check, 55, Mike.
Again, they'll throw with Allen. A throw out wide, going to be incomplete.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half. But the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them off the scoreboard here.
Here comes the seventh play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10.
Check 99.
Half 85.
Now we give up the middle to Williams. And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the first down. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway. And the half will begin with a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
56.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustment. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and it'll be second down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up third down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Two yards still to go. Third down now.
Let's get it together, defense. Hey, home.
No.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. 4 yards on the pickup. Good enough to extend the drive.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. But they went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Stop. 5 wide.
Oh, fighting off the defender. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. That good for 19 and a first down.
Not too shabby for his first carry of the game. That's exactly what most teams are looking for, a really good change of pace back.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Mike 55.
They gonna need some.
And now they'll throw with Allen. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play. More from L.A. in a moment.
Check, 53's Mike. Let's go, D. Big series right here, so we got to step it up.
53's the Mike.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Sometimes you get all those big guys down there in one spot, and there's just nowhere to go. And in this case, the defensive tackle used his strength and swallowed him up.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
I'm coming for you. You must. 52.
Mike 53. Mike. Rip left.
Off the draw, here's Williams. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down.
Here we go.
Middle.
Check, 53's Mike. Check, 53's Mike.
Throwing now is Allen. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And they are able to add on to their advantage. The fly route works for the TD grab.
And you know what the receivers love to say? If we get even with the defender, we're leaving. And that's exactly what he did, all the way into the end zone. And then he was on the business end catching it once he got over the stripe.
The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved in.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side, so now it's a two-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a three-possession game.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here, and what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while, get at least 2 first downs, give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Hey, switch gears, switch gears.
5-9, 5-9. Baylor tight.
Now it's Herbert. Middle of the field to Jefferson. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
It's a gain of 22 yards. And the Chargers first down.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Second down and a little more than a yard here.
Check tight.
56 to Mike. 56.
Baylor Tiger. Baylor Tiger. Ready.
Herbert now. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. It's a gain of 34. Sometimes the one-handed catches are unnecessary, but he was trying to ward off the defender with the other, so maybe that was just a good play.
So that tells you that not only do they imagine those types of catches, they actually work on them with defenders jostling them in order to keep their concentration and haul it in.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Herbert. And he's got it. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. Nice gain of 8 that time, and it's 2nd and goal.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
Good yardage on first down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal? They'll try to run this one in. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. A great effort there. With his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Chargers are back within a score.
Sometimes offenses can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is down to 2. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. They run on first down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's second down now. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
Throwing is Allen on third. He'll air this one out for Mims. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a first down. Thought they were going to force a fourth down. Instead, P.I. gives them the first.
And that's frustrating because you think you've taken them really deep into the count, haven't you? Instead, you've got to start all over. That can really, really be demoralizing.
Hey, let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D.
Mike, 53. 53. Mike.
Woo-hoo! Swift.
R52. Monday.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. He's going to try and go deep again. And that is incomplete.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
Come on out here. Come get some. Come get some. Come out here. Come get some. He don't want it. Alert, alert, alert.
53's the Mike. 53's the Mike.
Strip the ball. Strip that ball. Let's go, let's go. Hey, we got Mike.
On second down, here's Allen. Quick slant complete to Melton. And he's going to get this inside the 30. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on second down and 11.
Let him know. 53's the Mike. 53's the Mike.
Stop.
It's going to be a long day, offense. It's going to be a long day. Let's go. Hey, we got
Now Allen. And this one incomplete. Oh, he couldn't hang on to it in the end zone, and that's one that'll haunt you. And now it brings up third down.
The storm windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down.
Watch the screen.
Half.
Screen. Watch the screen.
Mike 55. Mike 55. Mike 55.
Get that quarterback at all costs.
Allen. And he checks this one down to Williams. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. So both teams trade touchdowns in the third as we're through 3 quarters of play. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. It's been a good one so far. Just a 2-point game here as we get set for quarter number 4. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
56. You ain't doing nothing today.
Mike 55, Mike 55. Hey, eat. Here we go.
Back to throw. Allen. They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early. And since the penalty occurred in the end zone, move the ball to the 1-yard line.
1st and goal from the 1-yard line. Costly penalty.
So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty. 1st and goal.
Here we go.
Williams is into the end zone for a Bronco touchdown. So the previous pass interference call put the ball at the 1-yard line, and then they stick it in on the very next play.
And I love the play call right there. After you get the pass interference call, you've got a defense that's discombobulated a little bit, right? They're protesting the call, upset about what happened. Go right at them. Run the football, and the defense acquiesces, and the ball ends up in the end zone.
Extra point right down the middle, and that makes this a 9-point game.
Chargers 15.
The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone.
Mike 41, not here.
Buffalo 18.
On 1st and 10, Herbert. Complete. Jefferson the target. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
And the Chargers first down. 1st and 10. That's a 36-yard line.
Here's Herbert. And this one right back into the hands of Jefferson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpires get different responsibilities, but always, always making sure no one's holding.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
41 Mike.
Hands it off out of the gun. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line.
A gain of 4 brings us.
Now Herbert going to shift his guys around.
Let's go. Hey.
7 Pirates. That's soft, baby. That's baby soft. 41's the Mike. 41's the Mike. Check 41. Man, that's trash. 41.
Hey, Ray.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI. So pass interference to call, and that does not look to be going over too well on the defensive side.
Or on their sideline, because I believe their head coach is saying right now, hey, you've got to call that both ways.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 7. Well, looks like they'll move things around here. Justin Herbert looking to throw on 2nd down. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked up by Ambry Thomas. Still going inside the 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. A try here for the extra point. And that will make this a 16-point lead.
Makes the score Broncos 31, Chargers 15.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. And we'll see if they can band back together after the pick 6. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. Oh, another ball up for grabs here, and this one is intercepted. Picked up by Riley Moss. Well, obviously, they never want to see penalties on that defense, but this one, a little bit more significant there on the downfield pass play.
And coaches preach it all the time. You can't put yourself in that kind of position if you're the defender. You've got to stay in a spot far downfield where you can play the ball without creating extra contact.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Herbert. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Herbert on 1st down now. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Going for the knockout blow right there. I think if I'm up 2 scores, I'd be worried about an interception, but playing this way is what got them this lead. So you may as well ride it out to the end.
Now a 2nd and 10. Play action. It's Herbert. Now a deep one for Johnston. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
The offense on 3rd down, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up 4th.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long, why are you calling play action?
Yeah, because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking, but to me it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play action sack. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out.
Check 56.
They snap it to Herbert. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The fourth down play doesn't work for the Chargers, and the Broncos will take over on downs. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Big stop on the turnover on downs to get the football back, and now it's just all about salting this one away.
Yeah, just slowly bleed the clock away. Clock's definitely on your side. And, you know, when we talk about analytics in the game, what is this one? The advanced win metrics? Because if you take care of the football here, bleed the clock down, with about 95% chance of winning.
Oh, yeah, I'd say 95 or better. And I know you always say it, every coach does. It's just protecting the football at this point.
And knowing that the defensive guys, they're coming after the ball more than they are the person. They want to knock it free.
Well, at this stage, that's exactly what you want offensively. Good run on first down, stay in bounds, keep that clock rolling.
And look at that play chart that the play caller has in his hands right now. That's what you got to focus in on, because that's divided up by sections. And right now, he's looking at that 4-minute offense section. What running plays do we have to bleed down the clock and take care of the football? Right now, they're executing really well.
A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down. Up the middle, it's Williams. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Javonte Williams with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns. And the Broncos look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Extra point attempt here still to come. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away. A no run back here, fair catch, and this will come out to the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. On second down now, Gaffney. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. They need 2. Here's 3rd down. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Walker now to throw on first down. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10.
Hey, alert 3.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And he's just going to run right into that big old defensive end. And that play going nowhere. This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
Looking for a slot man, and he's got him. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on third down. From the shotgun, it's Walker. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first three quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the fourth. But a nice first down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution, even though the scoreboard is going against you. You want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play.
And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws. In a game that hasn't gone your way, you've got to throw in the end zone at every opportunity and hopefully climb back in as much as possible. He put way too much on that throw, though, and that shot ends up with nothing.
One final shot they'll look to throw, and that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be, and time has run out now on this game. Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And, Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
So for the Broncos, it'll be a .500 start as the win gets them back to 2-2. So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. From Southern California, so long, everybody.